is going on, everyone's. We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And we're on the road to 5K. So if you're getting any value from this content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. Here's the conversation need to be had, and we really appreciate it. Because like I say, we're on the road to 5K, baby. Thank you to all who shows love. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode. So the topic for today is going to be
the case of Jabari Peoples.
Now, if you haven't heard, Jabari Peoples is a young man that was found. The police ran up on him. Well, not ran up on him. The police pulled up on him when he was in a park or something with a girl in his car. When they walked up on his car, they said they smelled weed. The police officer pulled him out of the car. He said there was a scuffle. Jabari got loose, ran back to the car. There was a gun in the door of the car. Jabari grabbed the gun. Police shot him. Bam. That's what the story was. So before we got any facts, before we got any evidence, before there was any real story, you know, black folks get emotional and they start taking sides and not really having the factual background of the situation to be able to take that stance. But yet and still, we do it every time. And we're going to watch a video where a guy does it. I'm sure he's eating his words right now because we'll find out what the results of the case are. Long story short, there will be no charges filed against the officer. But we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check out this black man who he just got emotional, didn't have any evidence, didn't have anything substantial to justify the things that he was saying. He just went off of what the story was and how he felt at the time. So check it out.
You can't be serious. I usually don't do this, but I feel like I got to. Ain't no point in me having a voice if I ain't gonna speak up for this. Another unarmed black teenager unalived, shot and killed by the same people that was supposed to protect him, was sworn to protect us and ain't doing it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed off. Look, what I'm so pissed off about right now is 18-year-old Jabari Latrell Peoples. 18-year-old that was gunned down by the police in cold blood by a cop in Homewood, Alabama. Nobody said a damn word until it was too late. Bro, I got chills right now talking about it. And I ain't staying silent, and you shouldn't either. The media won't cover it, so I got to. On June 23rd at 9:30 p.m. in Homewood, Alabama, Jabari Peoples, black, 18-year-old, unarmed, unviolent, and compliant, was approached by somebody in an unmarked car. An unmarked car. No lights, no sirens, and no badge. They tapped the window and tell everybody to get out the car. Jabari follows the instructions. Doesn't run, doesn't resist, doesn't fight. Seconds later, he's taken down to the ground, shot and killed.
Listen to what he is saying. He's very specific in what he's saying, as if he was either there or he's seen on video what actually happened. No proof.
Murder. No warning, no reason, just an execution. And the officer, no attempt to save his life. No CPR, no effort. Just let him die like that, like trash. Where this story get real fucked up at, I apologize for cursing, but I'm pissed off right now. His family wasn't even notified until the next damn day at 10 a.m. on June 24th. By who, you might ask? This is even worse. Not the cops, not the people that came to the scene initially, not even the city. Freaking coroner's office is the one that notified him. So think about this. His body was already moved. Autopsy got completed without his parents' consent. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? They didn't even let his own mother see him. They didn't even let his parents identify his body on the day of the incident. My question is, what the hell was they covering up? See, what they didn't know is there was an eyewitness that seen the whole thing. That's not protocol. That's not accidental. That's a cover-up. That's called dehumanization. Sounds like to me that's murder, manipulation, and a cover-up. Jabari Latrell Peoples wasn't some thug. He wasn't somebody running in the streets. He wasn't a threat. He was a student. Son, a brother, a young man who had dreams. And he just graduated. The police officer nor the police department gave a damn about any of this. They didn't even give him the courtesy of having his own parents identify him at the scene. He just saw a black kid and they pulled the trigger. And yeah, nobody ain't gonna say it, but that's exactly what's going on. I don't care about being politically correct with this story, cause this shit need to stop. I refuse to have him just be another name added to a list that's already too goddamn long. Y'all don't share any of my posts, y'all need to share this one. The family is demanding answers. They want the full police report to be made public. They want all body cams, car cams released to the public, and the identity of the officer who pulled the trigger. That's the craziest part. We still don't know the officer who pulled the trigger. Look, this is what TikTok is about. If anybody got resources, send it out to this family right now. I got a voice, I gotta say it. No more secrecy, no more silence, no more allowing them to kill our babies. An 18-year-old black unarmed boy that was gunned down by police in Alabama. His name is Jabari Latrell Peoples. Say it one more time. Jabari Latrell Peoples. Jabari Latrell Peoples. All I'm asking is that you do your part.
Got it.
Just share this message out to the whole world. Jabari's blood is on their hands, and if we don't raise hell about this situation, they gonna keep doing it to us. Look, I don't care if you ever look at any of my videos again. All I need you to do is share this one video, because awareness starts with you. It starts with me. And if nobody told you, Chemo told you. Stay motivated and protect your kids like their life depended on it. Because as you can see, they ain't doing it for us.
Got it. Noted. Picked it up. I'm an activist reader. That's what he was. He said keywords to make the people, unarmed.
Emotional.
Yes, he make people emotional and make you like, oh my goodness, unarmed. What was it? He's a black. He just graduated. He's a son. He's all these things, right? So keywords that they say to get you feeling that there's already a long list of black kids who have been killed by the police. Got it. And then he said, say his name 3 times. Well, what do we know about repeating something 3 times?
Dr. Umar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So got it. That's what noted.
So all of this was said prior to the body cam being put out.
So I have a question. They want, because he made that this, they didn't even let his parents identify him. So were they supposed to let his body
Sit on
lay
the ground?
there
Yeah.
until
That would have been a problem too.
right?
Logically,
Mhm.
if there's a person in front of me who has a gun and I shoot him, I don't care about telling his people.
Okay, my next question, because isn't that what the coroner is supposed to do? It's
That-
not left
and-
up
and-
to
and-
the
They watch too many doggone NYPDs.
the police. Don't
The
normally,
police don't call
right.
the families
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay,
because you need a time of death.
right.
Police don't give times of death.
They're just giving the
Police report.
right.
They
Right.
don't call you. And he said it happened at 9:30. They found that at 10:30 a.m.
That's not that long. Yeah, that's not that long.
All emotion, no logic.
And of course, I would get, you want to know where your son is. Why isn't he back home?
He should have called you. You should have known where your son is. If you cared that much about him. Yeah, I'd say right is right. Wrong is wrong. And we're going to find out who was right and who was wrong. Because the DA of this place has the body cam footage. He let the family see the body cam footage. Right now, we're gonna let y'all. We don't have the footage, but we're gonna let y'all hear what the DA says, word for word, action for action, what happened in this video. Since they're saying he is such a law-abiding citizen, he's a graduate, he's a father, and they need
Was
to.
he a father?
I mean, not a father. He's a son.
No, yeah.
They saying all of these positive things, but in my mind, I'm thinking they're hiding something. We're gonna find out what it is. This young unarmed man gets gunned down for no reason. Let's find out.
What did you see from beginning until the end? Let's
Right.
start.
So let me start by saying this. Number one, the video was shown, and the video was shown. I'm one of the few law enforcement officers or DA around here that will show a video. I do that for a reason. I do that because I believe in transparency, and the purpose of showing that video is not to make somebody feel good. Whatever's in that video is not gonna make you feel good.
At all.
The purpose of showing that video is for people to know what happened at that moment. That's what purpose of.
Okay.
You know, and I made that clear to the family before I showed it to them.
Okay.
All right.
So the family was there.
So let me
their
tell you,
their attorneys
the
are
family-
there.
So the family came. Mom and dad decided they didn't want to watch it, so they sat outside. The rest of the family members came, and
So, if you care that much about the justice for your son, if you care so much about what happened to your son, why wouldn't you want to physically see what happened to him yourself?
I think if they saw it, then you can't continue to go with the narrative.
Denying.
So if they don't see it, then they could still tell people what the first dude we watched was saying. That's just, I mean,
And they're going to do that anyway. We're going to, after we find out what happened, we're going to listen to Ben Crump and his sister as they try to throw a doggone wrench in the game.
some other individuals. So I allowed a multitude of people in. His lawyers, civil attorneys and criminal attorneys, whoever, and Mr. Crump, they all were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I allowed them in, and they watched it as well.
Okay.
They watched that video about 5 times, and I kept running back, letting them watch it again. Watch it as many times as you need to. That was the raw footage. The raw footage was about maybe close to 5 minutes, right at 4 minutes and something. And the raw footage is when he actually turns the camera on,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
He turns the camera on, and when he turns it on, what it shows is he has Jabari at the back of the truck that they're in, kind of at the back. His hands on the car, and you hear him say, "Hey, you know, if you move again, man, you're gonna eat this concrete," or something like that. And then as he's trying to put the cuffs on, then there's a scuffle. And there's a scuffle between those two, and they fall to the ground. That scuffle goes on maybe for about 10 seconds, or something like that. And then you see Jabari get up, and the door to the driver's side was still open. Jabari gets up, and instead of running left to run away, he ran to the door, reached in the car, got a gun, and when he got that gun, the officer was right there, and he shot him. And when he fell on the ground, the gun was still in his hand.
So when Jabari fell, the gun was still in Jabari's hand.
Yes.
The gun he got out of the passenger side,
The driver's
the driver's side of the
Yes.
car. Okay.
Yes.
So
And
and
then-
you saw you can see the.
You can see it clear as day.
Okay.
And let me say this as well, because I want to also divulge some information that was in the reports.
Okay.
Okay? In the reports, the officer was patrolling that area. Homewood had got information about people being on that park late at night and all this stuff. They pull up. That officer pulls up alone. He's in a car. He's in a marked unit with a uniform on.
So he did have a uniform on.
Per the reports, he had. This part is in the reports.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a marked unit with uniform on. Pulls up, walks up to the car. Jabari and the young lady is in the car. Jabari's in the driver's seat. Young lady's in the passenger seat. They're in like an SUV model. When they pull up, he walks up to the car. Obviously, in the reports, they said the windows were up. Told him to let the windows down. They let the windows down. He could smell marijuana. He asked him about that. The girl said, "Yes, we do." She pulled a mason jar that had marijuana in it. Gave it to him.
So there was a mason jar
With some
with some marijuana in it,
Gave it to
and
him.
gave it to
Gave
the
it
police
the
officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Got
put it on top of the car. And you
Okay.
can still see that marijuana on top of the car in the video.
Okay.
The whole time. It's on top of the car. Then he gets him out the car. And when he gets him out the car, she's on the passenger side, Jabari's on the driver's side, and then that's when you see the body cam kicks on at that point, and that's when they back up and you see him trying to put the cuffs on Jabari, and then that's when all the tussling started. And instead, as I said in my statement, I believe that is a good young man that made a bad decision. If he had ran to the left and just ran on that field with no weapon, and that cop shot him, we'll be having a different conversation today.
Okay.
Having a different conversation. Once you grab that gun, after fighting with the police,
Shoot you.
right there in close proximity, the car was not that far from him at all. He grabbed the gun. It's clear. He reached in the car, grabbed the gun, and then before he can turn around, as he's motioning forward, I guess either gonna go around the door, whatever he's about to do, he got shot. And when he got shot, he got hit in the lower back, and he fell, and the gun is still right there. And the officer immediately called for ambulance or whatever, back up. He said another officer come. They try to open his airways. They start doing, services to try to save his life, obviously. And the young lady comes out of the woods with her hands up. He tells the young lady to sit on the curb. She sits on the curb, and then you hear her say, Jabari, why you do that? We won't get in that kind of trouble. Why you do that? She says that. The young lady says that.
You can hear this in the video.
It's on the video. You can hear it. Yes, you can hear it.
Did you get a chance to see any of the park surveillance, or did they show any of that video from the park, or was that wasn't needed? That wasn't even needed. Okay.
And I think what people have to realize, there's two components to this. There is a civil component where you're trying to sue the city to say that someone's civil rights were violated. There's a criminal component that obviously I'm involved in, and the question is this: whether or not a reasonable person, in this case a police officer, felt like he was in imminent danger of losing his life or being assaulted at that time.
So what would bring about that, while you being a district attorney?
Right.
What would make you see that this officer feared for his life?
Well, there was just a scuffle in a dark park. Officers alone out there. And then the guy who he just got the scuffling with runs to the car, which is close right there. Instead of running away, he runs actually to the car and reach in and grab a gun. The law don't require that officer then to wait and see what he's going to do with that gun.
That's not the law.
That's not the law.
So can you explain?
And let me explain to you first.
gotta
But
put
it's
him
not
down.
even the law for a
Is
citizen.
he asking
to
just to?
wait.
Okay, is the
It's not
interviewer
even a law for a citizen
Citizen,
that's not
okay.
a sworn officer to wait.
Okay.
is the interviewer asking that question to ask the question,
Or does he have intention
being
or malicious?
right? Because first off, I want to say this. Let's stop acting like police officers aren't people. That's number one. Every day, there are cops, police officers who go out and want to do the job correctly.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make sure that that their streets are taken care of. So how parks work, if it says that the park is closed at dusk, you should not be sitting there. So that's number one, you're breaking a law. Number two is marijuana, and you the girl is admitting, hey, we got a mason jar full of weed. Okay, and then there's this thing of, but I won't comply. But he probably, and then here's probably why. Once he was if the officer would have cuffed him, he was going to search the car. He was going to find the gun. So that he ran gun charges, right? Or something like whatever. But I'd rather gun charges and you be in jail
than be
than be dead. You ain't
And they tried to
saving-
say, the family, when they got the autopsy, they were trying to say that he shot him in the back, so there's no way he had a gun. But it makes perfect sense. You tried to turn around with that gun, and,
Yes.
and he got shot right here in the lower back.
Yes. It makes perfect
That makes perfect sense. As you coming around, I put one in you.
Because I think if somebody was it wasn't intentional. It's either me or you, basically, right?
Absolutely.
And I think if somebody shoots me intentionally in the back, wouldn't it be a little higher?
Or the more center.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just,
But let's finish listening to what the
I'm just, is
DA
that
saying.
interviewer being malicious, or is he just
Right. So
asking?
it's a heightened level of scrutiny when it's a police officer, but in reality, the reality is when he grabbed the gun.
Oh, hold up. What happened?
Oh,
Okay,
That's just the facts.
where's the gun? Who has the gun now? Now that you have it, do you have the evidence?
No.
Okay,
No,
who has the gun?
No. Aaliyah has the gun. They turn that into Homewood PD.
So Homewood Police Department.
Yes.
You won't even see the gun.
I saw photos of the gun,
Mhm.
but what I did do.
Why does any of that matter?
Divulge to them while they were in there.
Terrible
They gave them all
interviewer.
the gun and the serial number that was in the reports. I told them that as well.
Okay. And what was the make and model of that?
It was
gun?
a Glock 45. Glock
Jesus.
45, and I gave them the serial number. Yeah, and that came from the reports.
Okay.
One of the lawyers asked me that. Just so happened that as I was reading the report, I jotted that down, and I gave them that.
All right, we get into
territory that don't matter.
That don't
Yeah.
matter what kind of gun it was.
It was a gun.
Because he tried to grab it. That's the point.
He had a gun.
So you got Mr. Casket Chaser himself, Ben Crump. You know he got to twist some up. Now, mind you, the DA just said it was the raw footage. Raw. No edits. Raw. From beginning to end. Now listen to what my boy Ben Crump got to say.
Want to have to narrate to you just like we don't want them to narrate to us. We got eyes, we got ears, we can judge for ourselves based on our perspective what we see on that video. And so what we see on the video is their claim, they slow down, and then when we watched it first time, you say, oh, where's the gun? And then they show us a slowed down edited version with a circle rare, I guess, presented by Leah saying, oh, this is the gun in his hand here. And so that's what you see. The family is saying, well, can we verify this? Where's the other video? What happened leading up to all of this taking place? All we're saying is release all the video. Release all the video.
Are you disputing that Jabari had a gun?
The family wants to verify everything independently. They're not accepting anything from Alabama law enforcement agency.
Can I ask the family a question? Your son own a gun? Yes or no?
They don't know who their son was. That's why they on here talking about he was unarmed and he
Where is that girl?
So this is what the cousin got to say after they clearly said it was the raw footage.
I am outraged. I'm hurt. I have so many unanswered questions still. Today, what I saw in this video, my brother was afraid. He was scared. He was running from for his life. Even to the point where he was shot in the back. He was telling the officer, sir, I promise, I'm not trying to resist. This is my cell phone. This is my phone. This is what my brother said. So I don't know what they're going to show within this edit of this video, but we would like to see the true unedited version of it. And when it comes to me, release it to the public.
With the attorney,
The district
attorney, would he lie? Would he put his job on the line
What incentive does he have
to
not
lie
tell
about
the
that?
truth?
And then,
When did you hear him say, officer, this is my cell phone?
why would, if allegedly, why would Ben Crump advise this family to lie? because they know the public cannot see it, and they're
And-
probably keeping it from the public until, you know,
You can tell he lying because his sucker and sucker tag.
yeah, he couldn't get it
he
out.
couldn't get nothing out.
Yeah,
He
couldn't
was
get
just
it
tripping
out.
all over that big old tongue.
It's sad when these children lose their lives. I don't want anybody to lose their life.
By any means.
Like, but what's the lesson that we need to see from this?
There's consequences
There
to
are-
action.
There are consequences to actions. There should be accountability, but it also goes to show that we need to teach our children, right? There's too many of these children, black male children who are out here believing that they do not have to comply, that whatever the authority says to me, F you, right? Basically, F you. I'm
Mhm.
like, you're some avenger or something. Like, I'm going to live you're not going to live forever. You're human.
You better
So,
learn from the last person that tried that hero stuff.
so we need to black men, older black men, talk to these young ones, make them understand. I mean, you can't make them understand. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. God dog it. Raise them in the way that they should go. Be in their lives. Be active. Put them in, put them in something. Put them to use where they're working on something. Why he's 18, he's with the girl, he's smoking weed. Smoking weed is not productive. What do you want to do with your life? What are you going to do with your hands? And now I'm not going to blame it on the police, but now we have a young man who is not going to be able to do
We don't know what he gonna do. He was capable of.
right because of
he
a
don't want-
choice.
yeah.
One choice. One choice that
Mhm.
can make you or break you.
Rather be right than to go home.
Everybody's not out to get you, but we have to start taking accountability and being like, man, I'm wrong. If he just like, it's me. It's just me.
Hmm. And I have yet to see that, like, a family get on TV after they figure out what the real is. I've yet to see a black family get on there and be like, we was wrong. What they said is what it was. We were wrong,
I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it.
but we were wrong.
But we were wrong. And it's okay. It's okay to be wrong.
Everybody makes
It's
mistakes.
okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's
That's
okay
your
to
family
feel
member.
all those things.
Yeah.
But just because they are the police, at the end of the day, they believe that they are doing their job in the best way that they know how. And then we have us who are like, hey, well, if I get pulled over, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And you may see that as cowardice
it.
or whatever, but hey, I want to get home to my
Straight
family.
up. I ain't trying to go to the casket. Not right now.
Guns.
What
How
is
are
it?
these children getting these guns?
They ain't got no jobs.
Golly. But they got to be protected, right? Mm.
But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. So like always, it's love, peace, and soul.
Bye.
Like Soul Train, baby. Chip.